Salute to everybody, man. What a gracious time, part of the night. Goddamn, I know. Sometimes, man, you just have a day, right? And it's so amazing how a day can start off so rough. So rough, right? And then that angel, just when you think, I'm telling you, like, just when you think things can't get better, God has a very friendly way of reminding you. You know, it just never fails. You know what I mean? We all had that. Like, you know, you wake up in the day. Shout out to the real Lioness. Whatever Lioness. We wake up at the middle of the day, the beginning of the day, and, you know, it's like, yo, what a crazy. Like, my thing today was so crazy. I couldn't go into the gym for 20 minutes. And it wasn't that I couldn't go. It was mentally, I couldn't bear to get in there to focus for my 20 minutes, right? So, it's just amazing how things just work. And this is why I know I have a job that I have to commit to. You know what I mean? One of my partners, my boys around the way, he was like, yo, you know, they're doing a car show and he wants me to be part of it. But I remember him saying, I don't want you to commit. If you can't commit, you understand. Because it's hard for me to commit to anything. You know what I mean? Because I have commitments. You understand? So when you have commitments, it's hard to commit to something new. You understand what I'm saying? So what I've learned is it's hard to take on a whole bunch of stuff, you know what I mean? And I struggle with that because I'm like the person that likes to, it's hard to say no, you know what I mean? Did this camera move on me? I hate when I do that, kick this damn thing. It did move, right? Hold on. Just make sure I'm in the middle. Tell me if I'm in the middle. Pause. Okay, pause. So, it's crazy though. You know, I feel that the more I keep telling y'all to pay attention, you have to pay attention. That's the best education in the world. You know, learn how to really watch and observe, even when you're going through the worst. So anyway, what happened with me today, I wasn't having faith. And God sent one of his angels to tell me, brother, you ain't having no faith. I must remind you. And then my day got better. It was, you know, listen, first of all, I left the house without having breakfast. My father trained me with that. And I mean trained me, like never leave the house on an empty stomach. Now, us on my father's side of the family, we have attitudes. I don't know how you are when you're hungry, but the most important meal of the day for me is breakfast. You know what I mean? Because that's the only meal that you can't, I have to make up. You understand? I can go to bed without dinner before I don't make up breakfast. You know what I'm saying? So if I miss breakfast, I'm going to have lunch. And that's going to be breakfast. And if I make it all the way to dinner, it's because I didn't have breakfast. You understand? So I missed out on that. And, you know, the crazy thing about it was it affected me because there was so much going on at the time. And I remember I was getting mean and irate and I just wasn't myself. So the mood, I had to say to myself, what was the mood? And I knew the mood had a lot to do with the way my day was going. But no sooner it gets to that limit, right? And then, you know, you don't have the breaking point, but it gets to that limit. And then it gets better. It's kind of like It's cloudy and cloudy all day, and then the sun starts to come out and you feel that little happiness, so that's what happened. And, the day turned out to be really good, and I thank God for such an incredible day. Thank you. So moving along, this is a matter that is very draining. It's very draining, and it has a very big emphasis on the world. Now, I'm going to say this little addition before I go any further, but I really wish they would legalize prostitution. The reason why I don't think people know how men impact this world. Like more ways than one, right? I don't think people realize how the impact that a man has when he is happy. And a lot of women are figuring out these different things. Well, you got to learn things. If you don't know what everybody has these different modes of advice. Now, personally, when it comes to advice about a man's going to have to be brutally honest in order for you to learn. Because you're going to have to learn from a man. And if you're going to learn from a man, he has to be brutally honest. He has to be the one to truly be able to tell you how we are, even if it affects him. So I was watching, Jennifer Hudson's show, and Eddie Murphy was on there. Now, to me, Eddie Murphy is considered supreme. Like, him being on Jennifer Hudson's show is understandable, but I know you would never see him on Tamron's show. And the day that we see Eddie Murphy being on Tamron's show, that's a little low budget, because you got to look at it like this. Jennifer Hudson could get more A-list actors on her show than Tamron. Tamron is a brand, but Tamron's like, I'm not going to discredit her, but I'm just going to say Jennifer Hudson's show is higher than hers, right? The closest you're getting to daytime television to Oprah is going to be Jennifer Hudson. Now, even though Jennifer Hudson's show is trash, Eddie Murphy, if you know a person, if you know a man, you know Supreme, you know Exclusivity, he can't be on Tamron's show. He can't be on Sherry Shepherd's show. He couldn't have been on Wendy Williams when Wendy Williams had a show. Not Eddie Murphy. Even with him slipping between the cracks and being on J. Hud's show, you would never see Eddie Murphy on Steve Harvey's show. Never. Okay? Never. So, the thing is with Eddie Murphy is like an older man that is very sophisticated. He's basically a diva. And as a man of that level, you also got to know what not to say. Now, I have never met Eddie Murphy in person. I've never seen Eddie Murphy in person. But I will tell you, watching him sit on that couch with Keke Palmer, unless they got a movie together, maybe they have a film together. I just had to watch this little insert. Just look it up. It was out today. Unless they're doing a movie together, Eddie Murphy shouldn't have even been on the same. Keke Palmer shouldn't have been on the same couch as Eddie Murphy. You understand? Eddie Murphy is considered royalty in the comedy game. Eddie Murphy's so royal that his old comedy shows are still relevant today. That's like watching the old Sanford and Son show and still laughing, or watching The Honeymooners. It never gets old. That's major. So when we say comedy is dead, is because the trailblazers, nobody's been following up. I can't watch a Martin show because Martin got a little bit of brain damage. He's not funny anymore. You know what I mean? Even when he tries to be that the Martin that we know is always high and drunk and shit like that. So it's not the same. So anyway, watching them two on the couch, I was saying to myself, I'm like, I remember this one question. J Hud says, "So was your kids there at the wedding? Because you just got married." He was like, "Yeah, well, yeah, my kids was at the wedding." Of course there was. You can't just talk to Eddie Murphy without knowing who Eddie Murphy is. You can't do the groupie shit. Oh man, Norbit and the Nutty Professor. You gotta let Eddie Murphy be comfortable enough to be Eddie. So the one thing that they admired was, wow, you look so good for your age or whatever. And I'm like, don't talk about his age. See, one thing that black women and women have to understand, even when a man looks good for his age, don't go any further than that. Yes, you never ask a woman her age, you know how women are, you have no idea how a man is. See, the thing is with a man hide this because as much as you think age is a thing that a little funny common ground, may not be a ground to touch type of ground zero type of ordeal, you don't ask a lady her age, right? But you never let a man or make a man feel old. Never, ever do that. So when I'm watching them on the couch, I'm like, and can somebody confirm it? Because I'm pretty sure that they were doing a promo tour because he was on J Hud's show. I'm assuming he's doing a film and did a film with Keke Palmer. Now, Keke Palmer is a pretty decent actress. I'm not a fan of her, but I know as an actress, Lifetime type of actress, she's pretty good, right? Watching a man like this puts me in the zone of knowing what to talk about and what not to talk about. The problem with Jennifer Hudson is too much of a groupie. And Keke Palmer's worse. They were going crazy up there today. And I think the positive thing that men should do is look at Eddie Murphy, because he lost some weight now, so he looks good. Looks better than he did last year. What men need to do is understand, and I really, really want to stress this, the mindset of a man, if y'all stopped worried about getting old and concentrated more on about getting better, so much more would happen for you. That's one. Another reason why men have such a hard time when they get old is because the older a person gets, the more they hold on to the past. So, just those two examples right there could create hysteria. Because he's not young anymore. And that fucks with him. Then on top of the fact that he has things that he holds on to, see, trauma doesn't kick in to a human being until they get older. So if you have been, traumatized at 15 years old, when you're 55, you're going to be a disaster as a man. Because a man is taught not to express these things because it's feminine. Not to say what's on your mind because it's feminine. All right? In a positive way, he's trained. He's supposed to be trained to let things go. Get over shit. Stop holding on to stuff. So him holding on to stuff ages him. Case in point, if there's a situation that his mama made him feel less of a man or a boy as a child, it's going to affect him later because he's never going to let that go. And people of color, some foreigners too, you know what I mean? People of color, they don't forget that. So they're not trained to talk about it. They're trained not to talk about it. It's like who can get Eddie Murphy in the seat and talk about it? The greatest thing that I learned with Eddie Murphy today, he said how he reminded his lines, and he was thinking about how he said he used to look at a tennis ball and that's how it used to work. See, those are the type of things I like to hear with an incredible mind. I don't want to hear about your greatest movies. I don't want to hear about your kid's wedding. They were talking about the wedding, and I remember I'm saying to myself, I'm like, they're talking about this wedding, and Eddie Murphy's not comfortable with that. He ain't comfortable talking about his daughter marrying Martin Lawrence's son. Like, you know what I mean? Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence may probably have a little difference with that. You know what I mean? Because I believe it's Eddie Murphy's daughter, correct? So I believe it's Martin Lawrence's son, if I remember. Do I have that right? Or if it's the other way around. But whatever it is, Eddie Murphy's not there to talk about personal stuff. It's like interviewing Jay-Z. You don't talk about his children. You don't be a groupie and talk about his hit records. Get him comfortable to his own. So me, I'm not a journalist. And, you know, I have skill to interview. I would have probably leveled that out. From a man of a certain age, you have to learn how to talk to a man of a certain age. You have to teach women how to deal with men of a certain age. And we're not talking about 40s and 50s and 60s. You know what I mean? You got to know, for a man, his highlight of being young is 15, 16, 17 years old. Once that motherfucker graduates high school, reality kicks in. You don't know that because as a woman, you are 5 years ahead of us as far as biologically being ahead of us. Yes, that's a proven fact. Women mature faster than men because you hit womanhood before we hit manhood, right? So you may think you age more than him because as a woman is maturing faster, he's behind you. The thing is this, he's terrified of getting old. He's terrified of dying. He's terrified of death, and he's terrified of getting old. All that together can create a disaster as a man. Now, there's a remedy. There's something that keeps a man young. Ain't too many men could get it anymore. You see, when a woman has to understand, whether you're looking at the great Eddie Murphy, or whether you're thinking of your, certain family members that had that impression, the one thing I've learned, women receive men as getting older as supreme in your minds. When we as men amongst each other, not all men are like that, especially if he doesn't look good for his aging. Right? So you think, oh my God, nobody wants an old woman. I'm worthless. I'm milk. I'm like old milk. I'm a piece of shit or whatever you may think. Because nobody wants an older woman. Nobody wants a woman with kids. See, this is a tactic that men turn on to you. Because if there's a lack of organically meeting a woman and knocking the boots, he's a whole entire different individual. That ain't no ordinary man. Unfortunately, these days, an ordinary man, a common man, as he gets older, he becomes less desirable. Not to you, to himself. You don't see the effect that you have, but men know the effect we have on each other. You can't go to a man and call him an old fucking goat without him dragging the shit out of you. But when we call each other old fucking goat, he fucking believes it. Now, he believes it to a degree with you too. That's why he strikes back. Because his strategy is to make you feel like shit because you hurt him. You take it as the truth. Oh my God, he says some mean things. Well, I admit, when women get old and we become less desirable, that is not true. The older he gets, he desires a 21-year-old woman, a kid. That's how he launders his insecurity. Because an older woman doesn't keep a man young. A younger woman does. In his mind, it's a mind thing. So when he's with a younger woman, she's going to make him feel younger because she's younger. You can make him feel young in a sense as, oh, we know, Nate, well, I disagree. We still do this. We still do that. We've been having fun. Right. He's 45 and you 46. You're going to make him feel old. And you're going to remind him of how old he is. You will. You be the first one to tell him, nigga, you too old for that. You 45 years old pushing 50. When a 21-year-old, yeah, she may say unc, grandpa, all that shit, but that's expected. As a matter of fact, that actually makes him feel privileged because I'm still fucking this 21-year-old and I'm 50 years old. You understand? He's still going to feel younger even with her remarks. Your remarks hurt because you're older. And when you confirm how old he is because you're a year younger or older than him. So in return, he's going to strike back. Right? He's going to strike back. Yeah, that's why nobody wants no old bitch. And that's bullshit. That is a lie. Men suffer with that shit. I'm around insecure niggas all day. All you got to do is, damn nigga, you getting any pussy? And watch him fold. He could be married. Unless he's newly married to a young woman, his swag is different. We know how to hurt each other. Damn, excuse me. We know how to hurt each other. So the reality is that there are certain signs and things that you got to be aware of. He can tell you, yeah, because you know we want younger women. Yeah, but younger women don't want no old nigga. They don't desire that. They desire a certain type of older guy. Number one, he got to be in great fucking shape. That's number one. Number two, he can't look his age. That's what a young woman's going to say. Oh, this motherfucker is fine. He's such and such age, but he don't look it. Because if he looks the age that she knows about, she knows the majority of men look like shit when they old. Especially now. You got to remember, kids, we look at kids, we blame the kids. The kids are a representation of the adults. So the more adults that's living in the past, the more adults that's not letting things go, the more adults that have not become innovators to have kids look up to them and say, damn, I want to be like this person, I want to dress like that. The kids are going to be fucked up. That's why kids are going to school in slippers and fucking goddamn mops on their head. Because the adults look like that. When the adults stop giving a fuck, the kids stop giving a fuck. If the kids want to be grown and they look like shit, then where they get this impression from? When I was younger, as a child, we looked up to the adults because these motherfuckers was dressing, they was dancing, partying, discoing, they was doing all types of shit. We couldn't wait to get their age. What does an average older motherfucker do now? Nothing. So the younger people don't even have anything to look up to. So the men, you look at these kids, oh, these kids dressed like bums. They going to school with little dirty dreadlocks and pants hanging off their ass. Well, what impression are they getting if they think they grown? What impression are they getting from the man today? Niggas got full grown beards and shit, looking 10 times older than they age. Niggas is wearing baseball caps in the fucking house because they scared to show they fucked up head size or funny shaped head or receding hairline, balding. Cats don't dress no more. Niggas got no style. So everybody's fucked up. So with that being said, the man suffers because he doesn't know how to be appealing anymore. And he knows because when he was a kid, he remembers there was a whole bunch of Eddie Murphys out there. You look at all these smooth players they grew up with. Look at the album covers of these niggas in the 1970s and 80s. Look at their album covers. Everybody had an idol. What idol is a nigga gonna look up to right now? Who? And Eddie Murphy's in his 60s. But who does a man in his 40s or 50s, who could he look up to? that we all know. Okay, Kiki Shepard and them, yeah, they're old enough to know who Eddie Murphy is. They see this man, he's a good-looking dude. He keeps his shit clean cut, got his shit together. He's rich as hell. Of course, they're going to have that impression. But back in the day, most men looked like that as they got older. They did. So now today's man, they're showing you a bit of anger. Niggas is dragging women. Oh, the Remy Ma thing, she's washed up, this, that, and the third. You know what I've learned? When a man ain't getting buns, especially from women that he prefers and likes, he's one miserable character. The difference with you is you can fuck anybody you want. He doesn't have that privilege. Again, to you, he gives you a different impression, not to me, because I can tell. I know instantly. We judge a man by who he's fucking. I don't care what you do for a living. I don't give a fuck how many jobs you got, what your career is, okay? The two main thing is right now is you must be having a health problem because you ain't getting no pussy. Let me put you on to a fact, ladies and gentlemen. He lied to you, ladies. He told you the older it is, or the older it gets, you get, the less people gonna want you. No, the older he gets, the harder it is for him to get laid. You get older, you ain't gotta go out here and pay for no dick. He gotta pay for pussy. He has to. Not because the woman thinks he has to, because he knows he has to. What else is he gonna offer a younger woman? Materialistic items. That's an insecurity. So he tells you, what do you have to, he tells you that the woman in the age group, what do you bring to the table? He don't tell that young bitch what she's bringing to the table. As long as she's young, that's all she got to bring is her age. But when he's of your age, he wants you to fucking fill out a credit app. And you do it. When he's in the presence of men on my level, he don't even look at my face because he know I know the deal. I can feel the hatred because he can't get laid as hard as he gets old. In his mind, he's undesirable. Once another man calls a man, nigga, you old as dirt. It fucks with him. Go with your man to the supermarket. Let him run there. One of his homeboys is keeping his shit together. And watch him say, God damn, nigga, you looking old as a motherfucker. That'll fuck with him for the rest of his life. Now, if one of your homegirls says something, he be like, that bitch got the audacity. Nobody like her, want her whack fat butt. She got the audacity. He gonna try to drag the fuck out of her. He won't drag another nigga. No, he won't, because he knows it's true, because he knows the deal. He can't hide to him. See, men can't hide with each other. We know the deal. We could call out a man right now and say, yo, man, you should come through, grab a couple of beers or whatever, sit down and have a drink. Nigga, if you ain't got no ass in the house, nigga, I ain't coming to visit you. You know what he gonna do? Nigga, get out of here with that bullshit, because he can't do it. If he was confident, said, nigga, come over my house right now this weekend, nigga, and see what happens. We be in having a fucking orgy. You understand? He can't come to it like that. But he takes his goddamn insecurities and turns it on to you. That's why you all fucked up. You believe what he says, and I don't. Because I know the real deal and you don't. Man, I don't care white, I don't care what color he is. He's terrified of fucking age. Because they told him when he's younger, your dick's going to stop working. The most he probably tell you, you can't have babies at a certain age. Okay, did you know some man can't have a baby at a certain age either? What did you think? Because he could still bust a nut, he could still produce a child? You could still come at a certain age after fucking damn your middle age crisis? That's bullshit. He suffers with that. The more and more we going through all this nonsense we going through, that's what's happening in the world. You think if Trump was fucking different women every damn night, getting his dick sucked, fucking and shit, performing and having fuck fest, you think that motherfucker would be acting the way he is? He definitely don't have time to fuck his wife. You could look at her, she's miserable. So now we got a world of nobody fucking each other. You can't, nobody, a man's not confident to please the pussy, and the pussy needs to get pleased. The older a man is, the less confident he is pleasing the pussy. Promise you that. When he's young, he knows he can fucking satisfy it. When he's young, he can't wait to get in a piece of ass, because he's, bitch, I'm going to make you fucking fall in love. He'll fucking old bitch and say, I'm going to make her fall in love. Now you got to turn it on to a younger woman, because all he going to do is eat a pussy hole. He going to eat her pussy or her ass. That's what he's going to do. As he's older, that's what he's going to offer. He ain't trying to eat no pussy and ass at 16, 17 years old. He don't have to. He's at his prime. But when he's older, he know he going to do that. He can't offer that 50-year-old woman that shit and he 52. That ain't going to work. Because she can't outfuck him. I don't give a fuck how fat and out of shape she is. He's fat and out of shape. There's no showtime. A woman could be 700 pounds and still have a fucking orgy. He's 700 pounds. There ain't no dick. His dick disappeared. 300, it starts to disappear. The fatter he is, the smaller his dick is. Did you know that? As a man gains weight, his dick shrinks sizes. It shrinks. The bigger you get, the juicier your pussy gets. It's a difference. So you got to watch out and really understand nobody knows a man better than a man. Don't believe it, ask the gay community. That's why they winning over there. They winning because all they doing is man knows how to please a man. He's a man. He knows what he knows what he wants. He knows where his spot. He knows what's gonna work. Woman, you be trying to jump through hula hoops with this nigga. Fake butt, titties, all this shit. And now nigga fucked you 3 times and you're like, God damn, I think I gave him the pussy too quick. No, it was actually probably bored. He's bored. You did all them tricks and did all the above, but did you hook him? You probably did some freaky shit, but do you got good pussy? How does he know if he can't fucking perform with you? A man doesn't know your pussy is good until he has a performance. And how is he performing at 60 fucking years old? You gain weight, you could still get on your back. He gains weight, he can't even fuck you missionary. He fuck around and have a heart attack. Yes, the metabolism slows down, so does his testosterone. Now, can he maintain all this? Abso-fucking-lutely. But he has to be having sex on a regular basis. He could be in the gym 1,000,000 times a week. That's great. He's prepared. That about it. Because if he's not having sex on a regular basis as he gets older, he's fucked. You can be 60 years old and not have sex until you're 70 and still continue where you left off. He can't do that. Because at 60 years old, he has to be fucking at least 2, 3 different women to stay alive. Okay? Yeah, I know it's a little rough. It's true. Because, number one, not only does he desire it, that's what he needs. See, when he's young, he tells you, oh, when a man's young, his shit is all over the place. He has to have sex. Yeah, this is true. But as he gets older, it's required to keep him alive. That's what diseases start setting in: diabetes, high blood pressure. Okay? He's eating all the bullshit and he ain't burning it off. Fuck the gym. He ain't burning it off in no pussy. He knows that. It starts with him at 40. He goes through mishaps in his late 20s, early fucking 30s. Dick stopped working. Had a little mishap, a little embarrassing, couldn't understand. Goddamn, I couldn't believe it. Now he has to subject himself to do the old man performance. He gotta eat pussy. Eating pussies is for old niggas. When we were in high school, we wasn't eating pussy. A girl would suck our dick a hair or two, but the older woman sucked the dick the better. We didn't desire to eat pussy until we got older. Because now we realize the woman in our age group, she cannot fuck us. We fuck her for an hour, that ain't even enough for her. You fuck that young bitch for 20 goddamn minutes, eat a pussy and asshole. Meanwhile, she's knocked out in the bed. We like, yeah, we think we did something. Less work. And we feel 10 times younger. That's why the world's all fucked up. The older he gets, the harder it is for him to get laid. That's a fact. Okay? If he's in high school and can't get laid, that's just an ultimate fucking loser. You're in high school, nigga. But as he gets older, that's part of getting old. South Asia. You know, there's so many of us that are afraid to talk and say, well, Nate, what is the remedy? What is the solution? How do we get back to feeling like a man? Right? Well, for one, when I was a kid, I'll fuck anybody. I don't give a fuck what that bitch look like. But as you get older, you can't fuck just anything. When you feel like that, you have a problem. See, when you're young, when I was young, I think my first girl that I had sex with she was a big old fat bitch. I fucked her under the bleachers. Best pussy I ever had in my life. You may think you older right now. I wouldn't be getting caught dead to see that. Back then it was pussy. It was a privilege. It didn't matter what she looked like. I don't give a fuck how she was a monster. But now you get older, you get more pickier. Okay? Now you get more pickier, less action. The more picky you are, the less action you're gonna get. Because now you want to fuck dimes and quarters. You old. And you know you're old. How you going to do that? We live in the United States. Prostitution is illegal. Okay? Where's a local brothel? God forbid you get caught up in that bitch and get arrested. And you just started a job to be a police officer. You're fucking finished. That's fear. So now you go try to call a hooker over there. You fuck around and go to a hotel, meet some bitch, you may get robbed. That's fear. Now you walk through the mall and see all these desirable women. All you want is dimes. You wasn't talking dime shit when you was in high school, but now you want a fucking dime piece. So now you can't link her. You know damn well you can't say hello to no woman, nigga, and get it. You're older. No, it's hard. It's difficult. You're old and you know it. You don't tell her that. I fucking know you. I'm in the malls just about 2-3 times a week. I never see you old niggas approaching nothing. All you do is stare. You're scared. So, the remedy is going to have to be this. Number one, you need some pussy on an average basis. On a regular basis, excuse me. That's supposed to be average for you. As you get older, you have to have pussy frequently. Now, how can we train you? There's a lot of ways. You got to get that mental together because you're living in the fucking dream world. Because the reality is you can't get what you want anymore at that age. That's bullshit. You should have had that mindset at 17 years old. Okay, number two, you're not entitled. You're old. Okay, you old fuck. You're old. Okay, the balls hang now. They don't stay up in the fucking sky. If they did, that meant you get a lot of pussy. Okay? We wouldn't be having this conversation. The more they hang, the less pussy you get. Your balls look like cow balls, nigga. Okay? Rather than young testicles. That's why it's like that, because you ain't getting no ass. All that beating meat ain't gonna do it. Get some pussy and watch them fucking balls raise up. You don't believe me? Watch a porn. How many times you seen all these 40, 50-year-old niggas with saggy balls? Saggy balls comes from lack of sex. These niggas ain't in there with that old man balls and them fucking pawns. They fucking. So the only thing that should inspire you is the porn star male. Pause. He's supposed to inspire you because you're supposed to be living like that. You're frustrated. The body needs it and ain't getting it. So now you got the woman, you fucked the game all up because now the woman thinks she's old and ugly and less desirable. She got 2, 3 kids. She's a grandmother. Nobody want to deal with the drama. But meanwhile, this nigga want to be with your fucking daughter, the youngest one. You believe him. He's frustrated. He ain't working out. He ain't keeping his shit together. If he working out, he still coming home and ain't getting no pussy. I know niggas that's fucking retired right now. Police officers. All these niggas do is stay in the fucking gym all day. Still fucking girls they knew from 20, 30 years ago. That's not inspiring. That's a bad influence, if anything. Because new pussy makes a man feel good. New. So now you're retired, you're in your 40s, 50s, 60s, you retired early, and all you do is go to the gym and shop. What else is next? You could tell he's depressed because he's doing the same shit every fucking day. When you see that 60-year-old nigga you're having women flying in and out of his house, he's a whole different level of a nigga, a lot more happier. Believe me. So y'all gotta understand, man, it's time for your niggas to shape up. Get it together and look in the mirror and say, yeah, you know what? Nate is right. I'm fucking old. How do I feel better about myself? Because I feel old. I don't feel older. I feel old. How do I feel older, Nate? How do I feel good about myself instead of saying the woman nobody want, everybody dragging her? Some of y'all niggas missed the boat when you were young. Some of y'all had all these desires and never fulfilled it. Now you're old and you're fucking angry. Because when you were supposed to be getting it when you were younger, everybody was breaking your heart, fucking you over, making you feel like shit. So now you still mad about the girl that hurt your feelings in the 10th grade. Said, Neo, I got a problem. Neo's living a dream right now. You think Neo's gonna be on the fucking damn internet talking about women need to be accountable? Don't he got like 5 girlfriends? They all live together? Doesn't he? You think Neo's gonna be on damn podcast being mad and dragging women? Hell no. He's knocking shit off left and right. He's getting laid. I don't care what job he has. I don't care how much money man got. If he ain't getting laid, he's worthless. That's why they put him in jail, because they don't want him to fuck. Unless he's gay. The only way a man's gonna be in jail fucking is to turn to be homo. Unless a woman's fucking a damn male CO, which happens all the time. Okay? But she can deal with that punishment a lot better than him. He cannot. You lock a woman up for 10 years with no dick, she can fucking suffice and do whatever. A man that's finished, that kills his manhood. Because he has to have sex. When they lock him up in a cage at a certain age, that's not good for his sex drive, his manhood, his libido. That's punishment. And they don't want that black man being out here making those strong black babies. So they lock him up. A lot of you men could become desirable. The problem is you picky over shit. You picky with shit that don't want you. You're old. How fucking dare you? How dare you have the choice to feel I'm attracted to younger women? Well, how come the younger woman ain't talking about you? Unless you look like Tyson Beckford or Eddie Murphy. They don't want y'all niggas. They just got off the boat of fucking damn Denzel because now he started looking like shit recently. You niggas don't even have no good role models to look good. No one. So how do you feel that you are entitled to have a younger woman in America? You know how much that's a fortune. I don't care if she's a hood booger. In order to keep, you gotta lie your fucking ass off, promises, and give her, you're gonna have to bullshit her left and right. You're gonna have to bullshit her because she's young and stupid. She ain't as smart as the older one. But the older one is all fucked up because she think, well, she's not young anymore. He told me I'm ugly, I'm fat, and I'm nasty as shit. But she don't even realize the average guy her age can't even fucking please her pussy anymore. He ain't getting laid, he can't perform. Period. Period. A younger man could be with his wife. They could be a young couple and be fucking like daylights for years. When a man gets older, he gonna get bored of his wife because he gonna need something new. The younger he is, he could be beloved. They 19 and got married. They be fucking like, they'll be having kids like crazy. Why you think people was having all them kids when they were younger? They were young. They fuck like rabbits. But as today's man gets older, he desires more and fucks less. Some of them don't even fuck. All they do is beat off to them beautiful bitches on Pornhub. You think the balls go up after that? No, it don't. It stays down like a fucking elevator. It does not. The dick knows the difference between pussy and jerking off. Self-pleasure, a woman, big difference. The dick knows. You can't fool it. There's a brain down there. We got two heads here and there. So a lot of you dudes right now don't have nobody on YouTube teaching y'all nothing. They just keep talking game. What good is your game if you ain't getting no buns? What good is a motherfucking dating coach when he ain't putting you on to no pussy? That's what a date coach is. A date coach is a hype man. You might as well go see a therapist if you want to talk about the game. But a date coach is a hype man. That's what a date coach is. I was a date coach. You know what a date coach is? You get pussy for your niggas. A woman date coach, that's different. She gives advice about dating. A date coach connects niggas with bitches and pussy. That's what he does. When you go to DR, these foreign countries, you meet a date coach. He drives you around, you pay him, he brings you to all the fucking brothels. He coaches you. Listen, I'm going to bring you to this other spot. What kind of girls you like? Oh, yeah, I got this spot. He going to talk all that Spanish shit and say, hold on, I'm going to take you to my other spot. You go over there, I don't like this. Hold on, let me make another call. Let's go somewhere else. That's a fucking date coach. For real shit. If one of your niggas is like, yo, nigga, what you doing this weekend? I'm going to be in town. Yo, nigga, listen, I got some bad, I'm going to put you onto, I'm going to plug you onto a bad bitch. We'll probably face, it's two sisters, we'll probably fuck both of them. That's a date coach. You on the subway, you see a nice looking girl, your man is shy, yo, bro, hold on one second, excuse me, darling, this is my boy, he a little shy, bing, bing, bing. I was telling him to meet you, and y'all connect them, that's a date coach. Y'all niggas is listening to the therapist. That's why you ain't getting no buns. It's a big difference. Now y'all niggas want to grow Rick Ross beards, all this gray shit, and wear baseball caps. That ain't it, bro. Because the young kids are going to look at you and say, God damn, nigga, I don't ever want to get old. You niggas don't, your hygiene is terrible. You don't spend money on good colognes. You wear colognes on special occasions. You don't invest in good underwear, boxers where your dick could swing freely. Yeah, boxer briefs is good, but there's no air. The nuts need air. The jewels need air. They need air. That's why they said the dick's supposed to sling. It gotta be airy. When you fuck a woman, you don't got no damn drawers on. You can fuck a woman with panties. You can't fuck a woman with drawers. I don't care if you're wearing boxer briefs, man. It's going to be a conflict of interest. A woman, you could put the panties to the side. All you got to do is put the lips going to pop right out. You could suck it, fucking do everything. Okay? You got to take off your drawers in order to fuck a woman. If the dick ain't breathing, ain't nothing happening. You niggas is 50, 60, 70 years old with fucking damn boxer briefs. Boxer briefs are for the gym. Period. That's it. You go to the gym, you wear them, change them shits, and put on some boxers for the rest of the day. Let it breathe. Y'all nigga, I thought it was hanging, it was breathing. It ain't breathing. A dick can't breathe with boxer briefs. Impossible. I'm telling you. Shout out to Michael B. I'm telling you. You don't believe me? Go with a woman on this weekend if you have the privilege, because pussy is privilege. Sex is privilege for a man. If you a man that's having sex on a regular, you're privileged. That's a privilege. Ordinary man can't live like that. You rent a hotel in Atlantic City for the weekend, and you got them silk fucking boxes on and that fucking silk robe. Watch the difference how your dick feels. It's going to feel good in the silk boxes. Why? Because silk boxes were made for stimulation. If you watch the brothers in the 1970s and 80s, the niggas with the briefs got less pussy than the nigga with the motherfucking silk boxes. The silk boxes, niggas was into himself. Am I lying? The nigga that had the smoking jacket, he had the motherfucking silk pajamas with a silk boxes on. Do you know how that's stimulation? Them niggas is putting women in water beds and silk fucking sheets. All that stimulating. Silk sheets are stimulating for a woman because her fucking damn night gear is silk. Her thong and her damn garter belt is silk. Your boxes is still. How you stimulating yourself if you in the gym every day and you wearing leggings and motherfucking goddamn boxer briefs? They're boxer briefs. Once you hear the word brief, that means it don't fucking breathe. That's why they called briefs. They brief the air. You don't know what a news brief is? It keeps shit short. You ever watch the news? They say we got a news brief. That means it's going to be some brief shit. It's going to be short. Well, that's what you're doing to your fucking dick. You technically not supposed to wear underwear. A woman technically is not supposed to wear underwear. Supposed to breathe. We wear underwear because she has, you know what I mean? She's got, monthly issues. Technically, we were born in our birthday suits. Technically, we're supposed to have pubic hair over our privates and it's supposed to breathe. Fuck with a woman that didn't wear no underwear all day at her job. And fuck with the woman that was in her fucking panties all goddamn after 8-9 hours. I promise you, that one that got that motherfucking air down there, that pussy gonna be a lot more cleaner. What you niggas need to do, this is what y'all need to do. Go to Macy's. And you wanted to ask the people, number one, where's the cologne section? Where's the underwear section? We ain't talking about jockey shorts and fucking Hanes underwear. We talking underwear. Okay? All right? They don't make silk tank tops. They make silk fucking underwear, silk boxers. It's a purpose for that. You spend money on your underwear. Fuck the jeans. You buy some cheap ass Levi's. Who cares? They're jeans. As long as your underwear is official. As long as your socks is official. As long as them shits is 100% cotton. Your bed sheets, everything. All that matters is your undergarments. That's key for a man. When a man embraces official undergarments, he's going to be a beast. He keeps his shit going. You got to keep the air the older you get, fellas. Hygiene. You don't believe me? Have your balls and dick all day in a motherfucking pair of boxer briefs and sweat and have a sweaty job. And put your hand under your motherfucking balls. After a while, it's going to be a little tart, nigga. You just had it all together. You don't, listen, I had some squash. Literally squash, you know what I mean? I put some squash, cooked squash. I put it in a damn little plastic container. I forgot it was in my truck. You know what that shit smelled like the next fucking day? Number one, it's spoiled. Why is it spoiled, ladies and gentlemen? Because it was in that Tupperware overnight. It's spoiled. I bet you if I had an air in that motherfucker, it would have been good the next day. You know, it's hard to spoil some goddamn fucking vegetables. Well, some of them could spoil in the pot too if you leave it over the thing. But the Tupperware, there's no air. It's airtight. You could put a cake in a piece of Tupperware and get 2-3 days out of that. You can't do that with no cooked squash. Can't do it. Certain things you got to know needs air. If the squashes were in the refrigerator, that would have been different. It can't be in the regular room temperature. It spoiled. You know what that shit? I threw it in the grass. You know what that shit smelled like? That's why when y'all women be sucking these niggas' balls, y'all be like, these niggas' balls stinking. The motherfucker had them all day. He probably nutted off, all right? Threw his nasty ass, didn't clean his balls, cum sitting up there under his balls. You know it's gonna smell like fish. You think women's pussy smell like fish? But fellas, how many times you had some pussy nutted in your motherfucking condom, forgot to take the condom off, the condom stayed and the cum stayed in your drawers because you had on boxer briefs because you know it ain't going to come through there. Boxer briefs will hold the condom in there. It's not going to fall through. It can't go nowhere. And now you got that fucking old cum under your balls. Smell. It's going to smell like fish. This shit is serious. I'm telling you. Believe me. Then most of you old niggas don't take a bath. You can't get in the tub. You got back problems, hip fucking issue. You need hip surgery. You can't even take a fucking bath. You go to the hospital, they can't put your big ass in the bathtub. They gotta wash. The nurse gotta wash. Some of you niggas ain't had a good bath since a nurse washed you. You niggas is backwards. Your mother gave you a bath when you was a baby. Now you fucking turn a teenager. You ain't take a bath in 40 fucking years because you think baths are for babies. No, it's for grown people. You got to soak about it. You ever watch that show 600 Pounds? They tell you all the time. You know why they stink? Because they got, when you're that big, you got 50 different places they can't get no air. It stinks. Yeah, that's why we wear underwear. That's why we wear, deodorant. Okay? When your underarms are not getting no air, you don't have no deodorant on, your fucking underarms gonna stink. It's not getting any air. So now you niggas are old. You're gonna do what you want to do. You come from work, you're gonna stay on that damn dirty black leather couch that's filthy. You never washed it. You just go on there with your work clothes because you grown, you gonna do what the fuck you want to. I ain't no kid, I ain't taking no bath, I take a damn shower tomorrow. And all you gonna do is rinse your body. Then you niggas wonder why you be having problems with your anal cavity, all of that fucking backed up shit up in there. A lot of you niggas don't go to the doctor. It's a disaster. A lot of you niggas are catching cancer from your hygiene. Because you're old and you didn't want to fucking commit and do what you need to do as you got older. But you blame the woman. How we catching testicle cancer and cancer at the fucking rectum? Because you niggas don't soak your asshole. And you niggas ain't getting no pussy, so that's not good because the body got to release that cum frequently. Because if not, you're going to have problems down there. If I'm lying, tell your doctor. He'll tell you he can't have that discussion with you anymore. Because there's certain laws right now. All he can ask you, are you sexually active? He can't ask you how your sex life is because you could sue him for that. He asks you, are you sexually active? When is the last time you had sex? He could ask that, but he can't say what's your favorite position. Do you get your dick sucked or do you fuck? Tell him that you haven't had sex tell him you haven't had sex in a few months, and then he's going to say, do you work out? No. Okay, we're going to do the blood test because something's going to be wrong with you. He could be offended. I'm pretty sure it's in the amendment rights. One of the little rights in their little doctor fucking book. He can't tell you if you ain't getting no pussy, that'll kill you. If you ain't having no sex and you're not going to the gym, then what are you doing to stay active? Not because your legs need to be moving. What are you doing for that dick? That's active. Active means active. You can have a man that's active in the gym. You can have a man that's active sexually. Who you think's going to live longer? It's a big difference. And a lot of you men don't know who to talk to. It's sad. You don't know who to talk to. I get it. Who do you trust? You can't tell one of your boys if you're having issues down there. So you eat somebody's pussy. You eat her out, and you old niggas know how to eat some pussy now. You suck it all hard. All you doing is staring at her, putting your whole face in there, making sure you want to turn her out. You better let a lesbian do that because she's the only one that can do that. You old, you can't turn no woman out with no eating no pussy. You got to turn her out with her mind. You can't do it from eating the pussy. Only a lesbian could do that. Nobody know how to eat pussy better than a lesbian. Nobody. She know what to do. She's a woman. She could turn her out. Whether she give her a Xan or ecstasy pill, she could know how to turn her out. She gonna get her high and eat the shit out of her pussy. Yeah, I know they put coke in them damn other lesbians' nose and do whatever, but she knows how to turn them out. You're not gonna think like that. Now you want to suck her butthole, put your tongue in her shithole. What's the point of that? She ain't got a clit down there. You niggas is all fucked up. And you turn it on a woman. Why don't you turn it on yourself, nigga? I know what's happening. How many of y'all see niggas, damn nigga, we get no. No, nigga, you get no. Don't put that shit on me. You niggas are putting your motherfucking insecurities on everybody. You do. You don't believe me? Ask an old black woman right now that's single. She gonna tell you, I choose to be single, I'm happy and single. Yeah, because that shithole says she's worthless if she's single because she's old. Well, let him meet me and see the difference. All I gotta do is say, how old are you, brother? He ain't gonna say why you wanna know. He gonna tell you that. He won't tell me that because he know that's fucking feminine. Oh, I'm only 53. 53? Damn. That's all I gotta, even if I'm playing around with him, all I gotta do is say, damn. You seen that video where Kevin Hart was talking to, what's the actor's name? I forgot his name, big actor. And he said, how old are you? And he said his age. Kevin Hart said, damn. And it fucked him up. We know how to hurt each other. Women know how to make a woman climax, but a man knows how to make another man feel. He know how to make him feel like shit. Whether he gay or straight, he knows what's gonna hurt him. Yeah, a woman can still make a man feel bad about age regardless because he struggles with that. Oh, yes, he does. You think when you turn 30, it's worse for him? Because at 40, he's going to reach menopause. You reach menopause, he goes through menopause before you. You go through menopause at 40, that's early. A man going through menopause at 40, he's 40 years old, that's when they go through it. Mark my word. Niggas is suffering out here. You could tell a motherfucker that's getting some pussy from one woman and he just loving it. Steve Harvey, his wife got his ass. They fuck a lot. That's why he's so cocky. He's in a good position because most women would want to have a man to be in a position where one woman is actually doing the job. Ain't too many. That's not often. Because man is Steve Harvey's age. Well, she's younger. She knocks his socks off. That's what you would essentially want to do. You know what I mean? But you hearing all these fucking corny ass comedian, whack ass podcasters, Joe Buttons and all these fucking other apes, they drag the older woman. That's all they do. Because they're suffering. He know he's fucking old. And nobody's telling him how to feel good about being old. Fuck being young. He knows how to do that. He just go to get a young bitch. He don't know how to feel good about himself. And that's what makes him age. Men are terrified of old age. Terrified. That's why they want to bring people in. Well, how old are you? Oh, how old are you? Damn, so it's always we getting old. It's never him. He suffers with that. So be very careful. Be very careful when you deal with him. Be very careful to understand him. Some things you're not going to understand because that's just the way he is. He's suffering. Deadly. Okay, let me take a couple comments. Where I come from, once a woman tell me she in the tub, the only thoughts I could think of, I need to get in the tub with you, not you niggas. Y'all don't even want to get in the tub with a woman. Who goes to a jacuzzi anymore? Y'all hear niggas talk about jacuzzi? Here in New York, there was this hotel over here called The Loop. They were known because they had a jacuzzi in there. Now that the internet came out, who the fuck goes over there anymore? Who goes and takes a bath with a woman? You know what we used to do? We used to rent the room to give you a bubble bath. You're sitting there, you get right. The purpose of a jacuzzi is to get the pussy clean and taut and tight. Did you know that? That's a nice way to tell the man and woman to wash their fucking ass. He cleans his asshole and his balls so the room don't stink. She cleans her asshole and pussy so the pussy be tighter and clean. Now y'all in there with the bubble bath, she looking good, all the above. Now, and then we go to hammer time. What happened now? You niggas ain't deal. You niggas want a pool in your backyard. Get a fucking jacuzzi. Fuck a pool. Pools are for white folks. We don't do pools, nigga. We do jacuzzis and hot tubs. Period. You niggas got whack. You want a pool in your backyard or a 3-car garage and a motherfucking tennis court in the back. Where we taking a bath at? Showers are for young people. We don't take showers anymore when we get older. Not together. We supposed to be in that tub. Tub is for grown. We supposed to lather up in that motherfucking tub together. Well, Nate, how about if I got a regular tub? You can make your tub into a jacuzzi. They sell them. I have one. You press the button and the fucking goddamn shit goes. They got jets in there. I got jets in my tub. After you relax and let them jets go, y'all supposed to get it cracking in there. Nothing like making love in a tub. Trust me. Nothing like it. So a lot of you niggas is missing out. Now, the woman, she's all fucked up because all this shit I'm talking about, none of this shit's happening to her pussy. None of it. There's no displeasement. Women's pussies get displeased out here. Y'all can't fuck it, so you want to suck it. Then you want her to lick your ass. You got women on the internet talking about, oh, if a man licks your ass, does that make him gay? Oh, no, it's not making him gay. It's no problem. Yes, it does. If a man requests to get his ass licked from a woman, that's gay. Because the only one that could do that the right way is a man. You don't know? A man has a fucking spot down there. You don't have the same spot in the damn asshole that a man has. That's connected to his dick. When you got to remember, you have 2 holes, ladies. So you got your asshole and you got your pussy. All right. If a man's going to make you come, he's going to lick your fucking pussy hole if he want to do it right. No lesbian's going to lick your ass. She going to lick the pussy hole. Because she know that's the way to your motherfucking freaky heart. That man, gay men have sex because they assholes connected together to that dick. So when you look at a man's ass, you don't even know what the fuck you doing. He's getting off and you have no idea. You can't get the same benefit from your asshole that he gets. His asshole is what your pussy is to you. That's a fact. I'm telling you. Oh, you ask gay niggas, they'll tell you, ask them. They come off of that. Gay men bust nuts off of getting their ass licked. Look up a man's rectum and see why I'm not going to even tell you. Look it up. Can somebody tell me why it's like that? Can somebody tell me right now when a man thinks he licking a woman's ass, he going to turn her out? Nobody could turn a woman out licking her ass. You cannot. It's bullshit. You cannot. Unless she climaxes and comes off her anal sex, you could turn her out. But a man's going to get turned out because that's all connected together. A man's ass and dick and balls is connected together. Ask him when he's erect. He could squinch his ass and his dick moves. It's connected. And that's why gay men are gay. So you looking at gay niggas and thinking they turn, you can't turn on mouth. You can't turn on mouth. A woman cannot turn a man out like that unless he goes into a gay act. If a man gets turned out from a woman licking his ass, imagine what a gay man would do to him. You got to question that. Any man that requests you to lick his ass is gay. Period. I'm telling you. That's a full fact. If he requested, if you do it and he don't stop you, that's not gay. If he requested, he requests you to suck his dick, he requests you to lick his balls, I could give him a pass for that. His asshole, that's different because he ain't telling you the secret. He got something in there. You don't know because you don't have what he has in his asshole. Your asshole's not connected to your pussy. It's right next to it, but it's not connected. His asshole's connected to his dick. If a man gets fucked in his rectum, he could bust a nut off of that. Instantly. You don't have that same thing. You're built different as a woman. You probably come because you see his face and the way he's responding and all the above, but it's going to be painful to you, not to him. Not for him, not at all. It's different. He's not telling you. That's why this is a big thing. That's why all these girls is licking niggas' asses and they fucking cheating you. They don't tell you nothing. They tell you a lie. Oh, I put my finger in a man's ass. Put a dildo on there and see what happens. You haven't seen nothing yet. Put a dildo and see, watch him shoot all over the fucking place. If he shoots, he's finished. That's it. You're done. If you put your finger up a man's fucking goddamn ass and he busted a nut, he's done. That's it. That's over. His manhood is finished. Once a man shoots a nut off of his motherfucking butthole getting licked or fucked or stuck, that's it. That's equivalent to a woman that had sex for the first time and she bled because her pussy, she bled, got a cherry busted. That's what that is. That's you bust his cherry. That is a gay man right there. He doesn't tell you that. Because, well, we both got assholes. No, that's not true. It's different. It's different with him. Complete difference. A man should not be in touch with his asshole like that unless he's cleaning it. And I mean wiping it because after he shit it. That's it. Once he gets into the part when this motherfucker's home masturbating and putting shit up his ass, that's it. It's over. He busts a nut from that. And you as a woman, is he going to tell you that? What's going to happen when he shoots off? You think that I made him bust. Let's see how many motherfuckers he tell that you did that shit. Let me ask you ladies a question. Do you have a prostate gland? Can somebody answer that? Do women have a prostate gland? Do men have a clitoris? You massage a man's prostate gland, he could shoot off a nut. He could come from that. You play with a woman's clit long enough, she's going to come like crazy. So what your clit is to you is what his prostate gland is. Women don't have a lot of women don't know what. Why do men catch prostate cancer and women don't? Why? If we all got the same asshole, what is a prostate? Well, I'll tell you what it is. When a man has a woman licking his ass and she could put her finger or her tongue is long enough and that prostate gland has any connection to her ability, that's it for him. The next level is a nut. If he shoots one off and you've seen it, it's over. He don't need you. He doesn't need you. He needs another man to finish that. Because they could do it to each other. He can't do to you what you could do to him. Okay, now if you bust a nut because you bust a nut as a woman because your asshole's right next to your pussy, that's all that is. You just feeling the friction. There's no sensation of getting fucked in the ass to a woman. You don't have a prostate gland. It's just the allure because you think you have a prostate gland. There's no prostate gland in there. All it is shit. So when you getting fucked up the ass as a woman, It's the nostalgia of it. You just seeing this nigga's reaction and goddamn, look at his dick up in my ass. Right, because your pussy's right next door. That's all it is. Your pussy. Well, how long is a pussy and an asshole from over? A half an inch? If you lick a woman's damn pussy, you more than likely you're going to lick her ass. Especially if she's sitting in your face. It's a big difference. So he's cheating you. See, he tells the woman, oh, that's the secret to a man. Oh, no, the fuck, he don't tell me that. Ain't no man, no straight man gonna say and admit, because he know he's not straight anymore. He could never say, yo, man, she licked my ass until I came. She put my finger up my ass. Man, I shot right off. I shot a nut. Man, we was doing that shit. She did that shit three times and I busted a nut. That's why gay men are gay men. Because that's why gay men fuck so much. Because they can nut all night. Not a heterosexual. A heterosexual man in his 50s, 60s, and 70s, he can't nut all fucking night unless he had a pill. It's impossible. He can't nut 6, 7, 8 times. When he's gay, he can. That prostate fucking gland. If his dick get tired, a nigga throw it up in his ass. See the difference? He can still get a nut. But when he's with a woman and he's having sex with her 2, 3, maybe 4, if you knew, but he ain't doing that shit and y'all been married for 20 fucking years, no way. Impossible. Maybe some new pussy he can do that 3, 4 nuts in one night in his middle age. No fucking way. But them gay niggas, they fuck all night. That's why they addicted to it. If his dick don't work, he could turn a nigga out by licking his ass. If the licking ass don't fucking work, he can fuck him up his ass. If that don't work, his dick don't work, he can fuck him up his ass. They got options. So the women think, oh, she can do the same. How in the fuck is a goddamn woman gonna get a gay man entitled? How's he gonna feel like that? She gotta play with his butthole. The pussy ain't gonna do shit. Gay men are not impressed by a pussy. They impressed by an asshole. Big difference. That's it. If a woman goes down on a man and she nuts off, it's because she's nutting off because of how the man is responding. The nigga nutting off because he's imagining how it feels. See the difference? A woman's, she, oh my God, she see him, oh my God, you feel so, oh God, she just gonna be, you know what I mean? She going in on it because she's seeing a response to him. So she gets addicted to that. She may even like the taste of the dick in her mouth. Not gay niggas. As soon as that nigga shut off, he gonna fucking suck his dick now. My turn. Big difference. Y'all do a 69 with a woman, she nut, you nut, then, fuck it, let's wait for a few minutes and have some sex. Or maybe y'all didn't nut. You ate her out, she sucked your dick, and now y'all fuck. Heterosexual, that's what they do. It's I owe you one. But see, with gays, it's the same fucking sex. It's a big difference. They feel the same. And when you feel the same, you know how to deal with somebody. So all this turning out shit, that's bullshit. If your pussy ain't doing the fucking job, ladies, you ain't gonna never turn a man out. Ever. Unless you have to take his fucking manhood. You gotta take it. You have to take his manhood. Well, what happens when a man goes to jail and they take each other's manhood? They take it. That's all gays do. They take each other's manhood because to be gay, you have to be feminine. Because your prostate gland is now a fucking goddamn clitoris. That's the mindset. That's the true reality, right? So that's why they are who they are, right? In the heterosexual thing, it's individual. You got to just know a woman's body. That's all. You don't know how a woman's body feels, but you just got to know it. You know the clitoris. You know a pussy hole. You know the vagina. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's simple arithmetic. Some women come off of sucking their titties. We have chests. We don't have titties. Men don't come off of fucking sucking our chests. You know, we don't come from that. You do. Because you get moist. And your clitoris is going to get moist. Pussy gets wet. If he does it right, a man could make you come and have an orgasm by sucking your titty. All right? You ain't sucking no man's chest in this earth and making him bust no nut. I'm sorry. Again, men are not talking about these things. They're not going to tell you because you may think they're gay. I don't give a fuck what they think about me. I know what I know. He don't know what he knows. Most of these motherfuckers don't know what they talking about. That's why they turn it on in you. Back in the day when a woman got prepared to fuck a nigga, she go home, soak her ass, shave her pussy hair, all for him. These women out here shaving their pussy hairs at 50 years old when a 21-year-old girl, he wants her to have no fucking hair either. He wants her to have a bare pussy like a kid. And you have a half a century old doing that. That don't look good. You trying to please him because this nigga got something else. Don't you know maturity means a little bit of hair? Once a man is into a younger woman, ain't nothing an older woman can do. If you married to your husband and he's into a younger woman, you can't satisfy him. That's like trying to satisfy a gay man. Two things when a man's mind is made up: younger woman and gay man. That's it. There's nothing a woman could do with that. I don't give a fuck how good she looks, how old she's older. Look at Tracy Ellis Ross. Why is she suffering? Because most niggas in Tracy Ellis's age group could not fuck her. Okay? Most niggas could not satisfy that pussy. There's no way. Now, if you're dealing with Tracy Ellis Ross and she's 21, complete difference. The pussy satisfies him. But at Tracy Ellis Ross's age, they're going to want her to have accountability. She's going to come there with credit reports, money, all types of shit she's got to bring to the table because she's called old because he said that. Now, Tracy Ellis Ross, 54, a man is 54, average. Let's say Tracy Ellis Ross doesn't work out and the other 54-year-old man doesn't work out. Who you think's going to have a harder time in the bedroom? You understand? April says she will find her man. She will find her man. He will find. I'm telling you. The thing is with Tracy Ellis Ross, you got to take heed to, she's a lover. And she's been hurt a million fucking times. She uses her heart, so she's always going to have a problem. That's why she doubts herself. Tia Mowry, Nia Long, that's why they all posing on the internet naked. Because the old man said they were over the hill. You see Tyson Beckford dragging woman? Show me a motherfucking interview that Tyson Beckford say women need to take accountability. You listen to that fucking ugly ass ape Akon. Niggas is suffering behind the scenes when they old. Trust me, we be around these motherfuckers. When you retire, you don't know what to do. You want to travel the world, you probably want to do this and do that. He want to travel the world for pussy when he fucking gets old. Big difference. Because he can't get it here. Who do you think destroyed DR? Old black men fucking ruined it because they can't get no pussy in America. Okay? All right? Man, okay? Women, you may live longer than us. That's a fact. Some of you women listen to that black man, you allow them to make you think you was ugly and old. That's a fact. But I hate to tell you this. The average motherfucking man in my damn age group looks like shit. So, man, where's the remedy? Nate, what could you tell us to do? Man, you got to get it together. Y'all niggas got to start with your underwear and your fucking linen and your bed sheets. That's it. I'm going to leave it there. Some of you bachelor niggas, you sleep in cheap sheets. They just sheets. They ain't nothing. Nigga, don't you realize when you as a man sleep in a nice expensive bed with great sheets, you gonna be into yourself. Your bed is $5,000 fucking dollars as a bachelor. You wear silk shorts. You let your dick breathe. You're a whole different person. Whole different animal. But some of you get that cheap fucking $100 mattress, them tight ass fucking damn boxer briefs, because they don't make briefs anymore. Well, they still do, but it's more popular to have boxer briefs, but they're briefs. They're made to wear for athletic purposes only. What was these niggas backing these ball players? Walter Kahn, all the motherfucking excuse me, what's his name? What's that dude's name? He's fucked like a million women, he said. All these basketball players going up and down the damn court in fucking Converse, Chuck Taylors, and wearing damn little ass shorts with what kind of underwear? Now, they was in high school. They obviously had on briefs. As a man gets older, he has to let his dick breathe. Yes, the boxer briefs, let it hang. It does do that, but it doesn't breathe. The jewels have to breathe. Their testicles, they have to have air. That's why men are getting erectile dysfunction. He don't tell you that, does he? Y'all don't have no dysfunction. Not like him. You may have an issue as you dry up and shit like that. Yeah, you go to your gynecologist. Yes, you still can put lube down there. It may even be painful if you're going through a little midlife situation. But him, forget it. If his dick don't get up, the show is over. It's over before it began. He can't get an erection. And you as a woman feel bad. You drive home, damn, he couldn't. Because he told you all your pussy stunk, you don't look good, you got fat, that's why I didn't get a. No, there's a lie. If you had your legs open, your pussy was right there. I don't give a fuck if you got 7 rolls. If his dick didn't get up, it's him. It's him. I'm telling you that. Why? Because an 18-year-old boy, he gonna get his dick up instantly. I don't give a fuck if you're 60 years old. He gonna see that pussy and fuck the shit out of it. Because it's a pussy hole. You ever watch a dog? Watch a dog in the neighborhood, he gonna go, you ever walk your dog, he go smell the woman dog, he see the dog across the street, he could smell that pussy from across the street, he starts barking. He smells it and he sticks his dick right up in there. He don't give a fuck what she look like. You ever see a horse? A cow, they smell it. And they smell it, they stick their dick right up in there. Big old horse dick grows, bow. Oh, that's the dick print. Dick print's a myth. A horse dick is gigantic. And when he fucking shrinks, it shrinks. That don't mean shit. You can't go by the dick print. That's bullshit. Dick print is a dick print don't mean nothing. A motherfucker gotta be semi-hard to have a dick print. That's bullshit. Don't go by that. Some men are different. Some men could have a dick print. Some men may not and still fucking be packed like a horse. Be careful with that. Dick grows. Sir, I don't care if he had a motherfucking, if he cut this shit or not. If it's circumcised or not, it grows. Dick grows. Circumcision is equivalent to a horse dick. It grows. It comes out. You pull the meat back. Don't believe him. If that nigga seen, if he touched your pussy and you got in the bed, he took them panties off and you had them legs wide open, all he seen was pussy and he couldn't get his dick up, and you went home feeling like shit, like damn, maybe I'm old, I'm so embarrassed. You should never be embarrassed. He's been embarrassed. He couldn't get aroused from seeing your pussy. That's a problem. Well, Nick, where does that come from? Well, he's watching all this fucking internet porn. He's looking at all these 10s and 15s. He's looking at bitches he could never fucking imagine fucking. And by the time he looked at you, he got so picky that your pussy couldn't do the job. That's a problem. When I was younger, I fucked a lot of pretty bitches, but I fucked a lot of ugly motherfuckers. It didn't matter. It's pussy. As we get older, niggas get pickier. And as we get older, the less is harder, the harder it is to get laid. Ask a motherfucker, am I lying? Tell that nigga to drive around the fucking city right now. Tell him to drive around this. Tell him to get a new car and drive around the hood and ask him how hard it is to get a piece of ass. Ask him. When he's young, he got the motherfucking goddamn, he got the foundation for that. He got the platform. He's in high school. That's easy. Now when he's older, he got to go talk to a woman now. Oh, I can't fuck with no bitch that's a cashier. I don't give a fuck what a woman does for a living. I'll fuck anybody. I don't give a fuck what she does. You know what he gonna do? He's picky with that. Because he can't get aroused. He created and psyched his mind up so much to deal with a quarter and a 50 cent. He can't fuck with a bitch that's a 5. His dick won't even go anywhere. And that's a problem. Niggas think, yo, my dick won't even get up for that. Well, when I was 19, it did. So what's the problem now? That's internal. Maybe he doesn't ride a bike enough. Maybe he got a lot of sugar in his tank. Maybe he got a lot of sugar in his blood. Maybe he got high blood pressure. You eat pineapples and makes your motherfucking pussy sweet. He eats pineapples and catches diabetes. You're being misled. Don't listen to him. He's a fucking liar. He can't lie to me. He can't. Because every nigga I know in my age group, all they talk about is buying ass. They got to buy it now. Pussy's for sale. Look at the trend. Look at the rappers. All they talking about what a nigga got to have is because that's what's trending. You don't know because you just a lady or a regular woman. You don't know. God damn it. The niggas in total. Yeah, but don't. Your pussy got value. Niggas pay for that shit. And as they should. If you can't get it, you should pay for it. Because he needs it. It's like having medication. The doctor's telling you, listen, we're going to have to put you on these fucking meds. You don't get the medication, you're going to die. Same thing with pussy hole. Listen, the doctor's not telling you this. I'm going to tell you what the doctor's not telling you. Listen, if you don't start having an active fucking lifestyle, what do you mean, doctor? Get some pussy and get laid, you're going to fucking get a whole bunch of diseases. That's what it does. Remember I told you about the prostate. It's all connected together. He has to clear them fucking testicles by coming. Now, if he beats his meat because he ain't getting no action, he has to do that. Because he could develop fucking cancer. He could get cancer from that. You can't have the same nut sitting in a dick for fucking 10 years. That's cancer causing. Your pussy sits for 10 years. I'm not saying you can't get issues either, but your pussy, it's very rare that you see a woman dying from vaginal cancer. Very rare. But niggas is dying from fucking prostate and fucking testicle cancer all the time. Because as he gets older, he's having less active lifestyle. Active lifestyle for a man is sexually active. Period. An alternative, the gym. If you ain't getting no pussy, you got to go to the gym. There's no need to go to the gym if you have a good active fucking lifestyle. Bullshit. Don't believe him. He tells you to go to the fucking gym. All black bitches don't go to the gym. Here, ask him why he's in the gym any day and he still ain't getting laid. Now, if a nigga's getting laid and going to the gym, that's a whole entire different nigga. You could tell a man that just fucks his wife once in a blue, but he's in the gym every day. You could tell the difference with him. But that nigga that's getting it, he's very rarely in the gym. He don't have the time. You know how important a good sex life is? You kissing, getting your dick sucked, sticking it in a pussy hole, hitting it from the back, busting a nut, have lunch, fucker. Do you understand the privilege with that as a grown man? Most of these men are not living that. Most. You don't know the difference because they're on the internet talking. I know the difference. Most of these niggas can't have an active lifestyle without falling in love. That's another problem. Let's not forget that. So you fuck prostitutes. Now you fall in love with them because you're taking them on dates, all that. She don't love you now she's married. Okay? Now you're angry. Now you don't fuck with her because you cursed her out. Now she ain't giving you no ass anymore. Now he's back to square one. Sitting in a 3-bedroom house and beating off and can't wait to go to work tomorrow because he don't have a sex life. I respect a man more that says, listen, when I retire, I'm moving to fucking goddamn, what's that, the Colombia or whatever, or Taiwan, whatever. I respect that. He has to. Or the Philippines. Philippines are hoes. Go down to the Philippines. Them bitches be having 6, 7, 8 different babies' daddies. And them niggas is bums. All they do is drink all fucking day with crooked teeth. Thailand, all that shit. Especially the Philippines. They are fucking bums out there. Philippine out here, completely different. Over there, the niggas is bums and alcoholics and drug users. And you know what? That black man needs sex so bad, fuck it. You know what, Nate? Now he has a preference. That fucked him up because now he could only fuck a 10. And some guys think that's a good thing. That's a bad thing. When you could only fuck a 10, that's a problem. Because now you're living in an imaginary world. A man that can only fuck a 10 of a certain age. Now, we ain't talking about no celebrity now. We talk about a man of a certain age when he could only fuck a 10. That is erectile dysfunction right up in your face. That means a certain bitch won't even let his dick get up. So what's he going to do? You're going to feel bad because you thought that you wasn't his type. Now he got to go marry a fucking Thailand prostitute with 10 fucking kids by 10 different babies' fathers. Just to get off. And she ain't even pleased. Only thing she pleased about is him paying the bills. They're not even sexual. Asian women, unless they was raised in America, they have no sexual desire. It's horrible. Terrible. It's like fucking a Dominican. Okay? They fuck for the money. Asian bitches fuck for the money. Goddamn, that damn American moosie's gonna come here and take care of me. Yo, she'll fuck him and suck him and jerk him off and do it. Their mission is to please, but they don't get off. Getting off is an American and UK thing. They get it off. Women in the UK, they get it off. They like to please because they get off by pleasing. And American women like to be pleased, so they get off. As long as a pussy's pleased, she'll please him. But them Thailand and all them motherfuckers in Asia, forget it. If they gonna fuck with that gorilla, it's for money purposes. I promise you that. They're not sexual. If anything, you can eat their pussy and they bust right off and go. They don't even need no dick. They don't want no dick. That's why they can't handle it. That's why most of these men got little dicks anyway. They don't want dick. They just want the kids and the money. What you think you gonna do? You gonna be in the bed and the Asian bitch gonna wake you up 2 o'clock in the morning because she wanna get fucked? That's bullshit. That's a lie. Unless she was raised here in fucking Brooklyn. That's some American woman shit. Even if you from a different country, that's some American soil shit. You sleep and the next thing you know, she's sucking your dick because she was horny that night. That happens here in New York City and fucking Vegas and Houston and fucking Midwest. That's American shit. You go over there, you waking up 2, 3 o'clock in the morning to fucking dig her back out. She could care less. She don't want it. It's a whole different level. He ain't telling you. That's why niggas don't come and school me. These niggas on YouTube don't talk no shit with me. They can't. Because they know I know. See, when a man knows a man, that's it. Once a man knows a man, he got you. That's it. Got you. He knows. He could go, you can go tell, a woman could be like, well, my brother said, and he'd be like, oh, your brother's full of shit. I said, bring your brother here, nigga, and tell him to tell me that. I watched the conversation change. Because now he like, oh shit, I don't know. He don't know who he fucking with now. These niggas ain't spitting no game on YouTube. They ain't giving no game. A date coach, how you subscribe to a date coach, you ain't getting no pussy. That nigga sending you out to the wilderness looking stupid. You know you ain't gonna get nothing. That ain't gonna work. You might as well just go on a fucking date site. You're better off going on a damn dating app. that you could get some action from there. But to go to a YouTube and listen to a fucking date coach, he ain't getting none of that. Any nigga getting that much pussy is not going to share the fucking secret. Not as a date coach. It's bullshit. He's not. You know, if he's your father, uncle, he just giving you wisdom, he wants to share. You know what I mean? Because he knows it's dead over there because nobody over there. But no date coach going to be having a whole bunch of niggas follow him doing live streams every day teaching niggas how to get pussy. And you fucking paying them for what? Tell the nigga, won't you fly into my city, nigga, and I'll fly you in for the weekend. No homo, right? Tell the nigga, listen, I'll fly you in, nigga. I live out here in North Carolina. I'll fly you in for the weekend. Can you get me some pussy? All right? That's what you're supposed to pay him to do. Now, if you following a matchmaker, that's different. Oh, Kendra Dree's a matchmaker. No, she's not. That's not a matchmaker. Kendra G is not a matchmaker. That's just a YouTube show. That's bullshit. Okay, she has anybody up on there. A matchmaker's a whole different level. That's good to do. If you know a matchmaker, that's a big situation. That's worth paying for because they get paid to get you the people. If you paying a motherfucker and you subscribe to him and he's a matchmaker, that means they bring the woman to you. Yo, dude, this girl's gonna call you at such and such motherfucking time. Okay? Kendra G just got a show. She just entertains. Let me tell you what Kendra G does. A woman could be like, yeah, I got 5 kids by 5 different babies' fathers. 5 different babies' fathers? How did that happen? She's there to make a show and make a joke out of everybody. A matchmaker ain't got no time for that shit. A matchmaker don't give a fuck what you got. I'm going to link you up with somebody and make a match. That's it. It's a big difference. So if you're going to go to YouTube and you subscribe to these niggas, get a matchmaker. Watch the Millionaires Matchmaker show. They pay them to bring them people. It's hard to do that. A lot of people can't do that, but anybody could tell you that they're a date coach. A date coach is supposed to guide you to get pussy one-on-one, period. He can't do that over the phone. He got to be there. This ain't fucking Twitch. You know, whatever that movie was with Will Smith. You know what I mean? He has to be there. At least he was there. He has to be there. He has to coach you from a different table, nigga. And he's supposed to get you laid. Period. The older the man, the harder it is to get laid. You listen to him. And you believe it's harder for you to get a man. No, that's not true. It's not easy. It's easy. It's always going to be easy for you to get a pussy. I mean, to give pussy away. Because it's hard to get. And for him, it's very hard because he's old. And it plays on his mind. And that's why his insecurities, he has to turn. You got to remember, if a nigga got an insecurity, he got to get it off. And the way to get it off is to throw it on you. That's how he does it. Ladies and gentlemen, my time is up. God damn it. Closing statements. Let me give you a word of advice, fellas. Get a matchmaker. Okay. Okay, if you getting laid, you wouldn't have all these fucking problems. You wouldn't be that angry. You wouldn't be. If you talk, see, let me tell you about a guy. Let me give you an example of a man that probably gets laid, but he gets hurt a lot. And these are the videos that he does. Okay? When you get paid, that's what we used to call it, getting paid. Getting paid means pussy, right? When you're getting laid, this is the energy of when a man is getting laid. Hold on. Where's that video at? This is the energy of when a man, I don't even think I got it. Damn, hold on. What's that comedian's name that's always talking shit? What's his name? Thank you, SCM. Oh, shout out to, oh, goddamn, I got my Flatbush people here. God damn. Now listen. Is this my girl that when I was in the juice spot on Nostrand and Martins, is this her? Because you said listening from Flatbush, or you a random Flatbush? Because I got my juice spot over there on between Church and Martins. Let me know if that's you. What's the dude's name? The comedian that's with he works with Ice-T's ex-wife. Oh shit, it's you. Oh shit. Yo. Okay, no problem. Look. Okay, I know I'm random Flatbush, but okay, listen. It don't even matter. I got a few spots in Flatbush I fuck with. I got a few little roadie spots. I got my spot Jen's Roadie on there on Flatbush and Linden. I got a lot of shit over it. But anyway, my email address is Nathaniel Advice. Like giving somebody advice. NathanielAdvice@gmail. Plug. Make sure you plug with me, all right? Oh, man. Flatbush is my shit. Shout out to everybody that's out here listening to me from work, too. I appreciate that. Now, that's dope. She said she listened to every night. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, man. Yeah, what's his name? What's that? I can't believe I forgot this guy's name. The one that used to go with Jess Hilarious. That motherfucker right there, he getting pussy, but the problem with this nigga, he's angry. So that means he falls in love with a lot. Yeah, make sure, no, hit me up for real, SCM, I'm serious. It's NathanielAdvice@gmail.com. Okay. I'm going to tell you his name right now. Not Lil Duval. The nigga that got the podcast. God damn, I can't believe it. Corey Holcomb. Let me tell you, hold on. This is when you know, this is what, don't get this twisted. Now, I'm not saying Corey don't get no ass, but I'm telling you now, as he's older and it's harder. And this is why he talks like this. Okay, this is how angry niggas talk. Hold on, let me show you.
Fucking with when she was out in the street naked with you, bro. So now, if you really want to be...
No. I don't like Prophet Muscle. I can't stand that fucking channel. Gotta listen to the real thing. Yeah, music behind this shit, he's annoying. These guys are terrible. Hold on. So Corey Holcomb was talking about the whole situation with this is how they just talk. This is how he talks. Listen.
Just Niche, I never slept with Just Niche. Just Niche was a female comic on the road with me because of talent only. She was really talented, so I had Just Niche on the road with me. But if you're a female comic out there on the road with me, you gotta put some work in, or you ain't gonna be on the road with me. Quite simple. If you ain't putting in work, you ain't on the road with me. So
okay, I'm gonna tell you the deal with Corey Holcomb. Let me break down Corey Holcomb. Corey Holcomb is the ugly nigga that wish he was better looking. So he's the old ugly nigga. He been hurt from some probably bad bitches. He probably only gets a nut from a 10 because all he could fuck is a dime piece. So he has an ugly energy. He's just busted. So that's why he's like that. So but you may listen to him. I think he's pretty funny too, believe it or not. But the thing is with him, Corey Holcomb has influence. And I told y'all there's a difference between influence and inspiration. You want to be inspired. You don't want none of my videos to influence you. You want to be inspired. Corey Holcomb has influence. So influence is bad. Corey Holcomb puts that shit out and talks about a woman and she's going to believe it because he's an influencer. Okay? Influencers are different. Influencers have a very big influence on people, right? So as not influence, but as influencers, they basically are made to have an influence on you and to misguide you. So it's like, I'm gonna give you this drug and make you feel good. Yeah, it's gonna make you wanna work better, but they ain't really telling you now you're a damn junkie. It influenced you, and now as a result of an influence, you became a junkie. So influence is never good. Corey Holcomb as an influencer, that's what they call it. It's really content creators, no, influencer. As an influencer, his words mean a lot. When Jess Hilarious gets dragged by him, people are going to listen because as an influencer, they're going to go by what he says. They're not going to look at the whole package like this ugly fucking hideous nigga. They don't look at it like that. As an influencer, they don't see his looks, they hear his voice. Big difference. So a lot of y'all on YouTube, are you being influenced or are you being inspired? If you listen to my videos and you're like, yo, Nate, you just pushed me to fucking get up there and get some ass, that's inspired. If I influence you, that means you're going to be stuck. Because now you got to have me influence you every time. You understand? It's like a drug. Whatever I say, I can tell you something that just totally dismantle you, and that wasn't good, but you were influenced. And that's the job of an influencer. You understand? So you got to really take... Country Wayne, as him said, Country Rain was with Jess Hilarious too. I forgot about that. That was a good one. Y'all both said that. April K. Country Wayne's another one. Country Wayne is not. Let me ask you a question. Is Country Wayne a comedian or an influencer? Let me ask you and see if y'all know the difference. Let's do a couple little tests. Is Shannon Sharp an influencer or is he... what's the thing they call it? Hold on, let me wait for the answer for that. Tell me first. That's right. Influencer. Because see, with an influencer, right, influencers, Country Wayne, if you ever listen to him in an interview, he's an influencer. There's nothing funny about him. His skits are entertaining. It's not funny. You understand? Eddie Murphy at his peak was funny. Martin Lawrence at his peak was funny. Now they're just living legends, and they could say something like, Eddie Murphy can say, you know, even at his career now, which is not the greatest, but he could say he don't really date black women, he just dates white women. And the women are going to believe that. That's going to hurt him because he has influence. You understand? Right, April, see what I mean? So let's just, you know, it's like when these people, oh, I'm just a news reporter, I'm just an interviewer. You know, no, they're influencers. Cat Williams is not a comedian no more, he's an influencer. That's been proven. Okay, Papoose and Remy, you know what I mean? Influencers. They're not performers anymore, they're influencers. All they did was drag each other. That could have probably been a good publicity stunt, but it worked. So, you know what I mean? You got to look at the whole situation and wonder, Charlemagne and Envy, those are influencers. Influencers are like this. Their opinion counts. What they say holds weight. So influencers are very powerful. Very powerful, because this is a world now that's not inspired by inspiration. They're inspired by influencers. And to be inspired from an influencer is like a high and low, because you're inspired, but it's not really inspiration. So, you know, it's the wrong, you know what I mean? It's like Charlemagne and them believe that they're journalists, right? There's one journalist on that show, on the Breakfast Club, only one real journalist. And she just came in from TMZ. That's a real journalist, okay? Jess Hilarious, DJ Envy, and Charlamagne are influencers. If they get a YouTube channel right now, if they get a damn Instagram, they're influencers. When they have an opinion on something, that's what matters. The girl from TMZ, that other black chick that I like, that's a fucking guy. Listen to her talk about that Diddy case. That's a real, she spoke for 9 minutes nonstop. I just watched the video before I got here. This is the difference with being an influencer, okay? Listen to how he talk.
Man, yes. I want to show you this recommendation letter that he wrote for you in just as recent as 2021. Mm-hmm. They bring up the letter and they're like, Miss Clark, can you take a look at this letter? Refresh your memory so we can have a conversation about it. And she looks and she's like, that's not from 2021. She was, blackballed. She couldn't work. She was so stressed from work that she was losing hair and all these things, right? And it amounted to her not having a job. Mm-hmm. She alleges that her home was taken. She wasn't able to provide for herself. Right. Her son, who was autistic, she wasn't able to provide for her son. Mm-hmm. So she was like, I need something. I'm trying to get my life back. But the settlement basically was that they came together. Her and Diddy allegedly agreed that they wouldn't go.
See, so her style, she's doing a gossip style, but she's a real journalist. Tamron is a journalist, a talk show host, when Jennifer Hudson is not. She's an influencer because she's a big celebrity. She doesn't even have to do a job well. She has a bigger name than Tamron. Okay? Sherry Shepherd, comedian, talk show host, but you know what I mean? I would even give it a mode of influencer because she doesn't have that ability, but she also doesn't have the ability as a journalist. See the difference? Yeah. Chris said it's so interesting to see how Hollywood depends on influencers when actors influence the culture. Well, actors are influencers. They're trendsetters. When you're an influencer, you can set trends. That's what advertisers look for. They want influencers. They don't want inspiration no more. They want influencers. Influencers got power. Our show's on now, right, April? See, I'm telling you, influencers got power, man. Influencers are trendsetters. They set the trend. So when an influencer says something, people are going to believe it. If Kai Cenat says all rappers in their 50s is dirt, he has influence that could hit. And it's proven because look at his following. So he's powerful. That's why he's up in these VMA awards and American Music, because he's an influencer. Influencers are the new trendsetters. Sherry Shepherd is Sherry Shepherd is just a fill-in for Wendy Williams, right? But Wendy was the last gossip queen. That's a real gossip queen. She's not an influencer. That's a real gossip queen. She's like the last of the Mohegans. Okay? Shannon Sharpe is an influencer. Big difference. Big difference. Because Wendy Williams stayed her way. She's always been like that, you know what I mean, from the beginning. Shannon Sharpe was the easiest job to become as an influencer. Sherry's terribly boring. She's looking better, you know what I mean? Somebody's dressing her better, but she's boring. So you got to think about the way. If you have a man that's with you, ladies and gentlemen, if your woman or your man is inspiring, that's good for you. If they are an influence, that's not good. That's never good. Influencers are only the benefit to an influencer. An influencer has the oh wow, shout out to S&M for that $20. God damn. Shout out to V. Thank you very much for that. Wow, thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much for that. And ladies and gentlemen, you have to understand, when these super chats come in, y'all want me to film outdoors and do these exclusive, I'm not going to get into it, but when they start coming in like this, then I could do more. More memberships, the more work I do. The less memberships, I just stay here. And y'all may like that, you know what I mean? But, the weather's warmer now. I appreciate that. V said, "Is Jess hilarious? If Jess hilarious goes back to school for journalism, she could be on top if she push her." No, she can't. The problem with Jess hilarious, V, this is the problem with Jess hilarious. Jess hilarious is a performer. You understand? So when you have, people don't understand, journalist is a profession. And performer is a profession. Anything that you are getting paid to do is a profession, right? But on a professional level, meaning you have to go to school to be a journalist. You don't got to go to school to be a performer. You don't got to go to school to be an influencer. Jess Hilarious started out on, remember, she was doing skits on Instagram. That's what blew her up. She's not a real comedian. She's an influencer, right? So if Jess Hilarious doesn't have the personality for journalism. It's like some people don't have the personality to be a doctor. Some people don't have the personality to be a lawyer. She doesn't have that gift. That girl, Lauren, she can be a doctor. She could be a lawyer. You know what I mean? It's different. I did 2 semesters in journalism, a very interesting subject. They teach you critique and analysis without assumption. Well, I can do that. I go to school for journalism. That's easy for me. See what I'm saying? Because a lot of that I've been born with. So they teach you to critique and analysis without assumption. I can do that. Literally. If I sat down with Eddie Murphy, I would know how to interview Eddie Murphy from a journalist's perspective, and I'm not a journalist. You know what I'm saying? But Jess Hilarious, I watched her and a million times talk. She can't even get herself together on the show because Lauren destroys her. She can't fuck with Lauren. Lauren took the show over because we love to hear her talk. She's smart. She's educated. She knows her shit. Her own ex-boyfriend spoke on that. Corey Holcomb. You know what I mean? See, so as SCM said, so again, when the memberships, people remember, but the more y'all do, the more I do. That's the point of me, you know what I mean? Because y'all membership is to support the cause, because this shit costs money. You know what I'm saying? You got easy passes, you got gas, you know what I mean? You got bills. You know, so if I'm not working or if I'm not home with my wife and daughter and my family, you know what I mean? But if I know like, oh shit, the memberships are coming in, people are subscribing more, then I got work to do. I got a whole bunch of equipment, you know what I mean? But, you know, like when you should do this type of show, you should do this dating show. That shit costs money, man. You ain't gonna use yours. I can't. I go to my boys' theater and put out $10,000 out of my pocket for production costs, and God forbid I don't get that shit back, I lose. But if the people were investing in it, it's never a loss because what you put into it, I'm giving back. So you guys are subscribing, you guys are showing the love and coming into the memberships, then I can do more. That's how it goes. It's like anything else. When the prices go up, we got tariffs, we got taxes, we got all these things because shit got to be done. We got to repair our roads, we got to repair bridges, we got to pay for our police department. You know, I'm not the guy that's going to have the membership and make money and go buy a car. I got enough of that. So I only could just be creative, but these things cost money. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate that. Yeah, so I think Lauren is better. I like Lauren. I think Lauren's amazing. She's given a layout. That's why she's at that Diddy case. That's why she's in the courthouse every day. See, this is the thing. Some people are just cut out to do certain things. So when you train for it and you're a natural. Some people could train into some things, but some people are just a natural. It's like everybody can't be an airplane pilot. No matter how much you train a person, everybody can't drive. You know what I mean? So I think Lauren was born to do what she does. And to a degree, I think, listen, remember, Charlamagne was Wendy Williams' protege. That's who put her on. Wendy Williams put on Charlamagne. Period. That's how he got into the game. He was Wendy Williams' sidekick. And Wendy Williams was the queen gossip of New York City. And she got him on. Kev, her husband, put him on at the time, boom, and that's how he blew. You know? DJ Envy is a DJ from Queens. He worked for DJ Clue. He has radio personality. You know, radio personality is different than, you know. Now, does Jess Hilarious, could she be a radio talk show? Yeah, she could do that. She could be a radio personality, but she's, you know, as far as her being and going to school to be a journalist, you know what I mean? I think Lauren got that already. I don't think that she's gonna fuck with that. I think she could do a whole bunch of other things. I don't think she's good with that. Respectfully, you know what I mean? V, I think you should be doing that. You just said you did 2 semesters. I think you should be doing that. You know what? Hold on. Let me give a special love and shout out. V leaves the best. All of her comments that she leaves me, she gives the timestamp. Look at my comments. And she always analyzes my videos to the best of the degree. She's one of my favorite analysis. So you have the ability to be a journalist, and you just proven it. That's where you got that from. I almost skipped over that. I'm sorry. You have the ability to be a journalist. I don't think Jess Hilarious does. You do. Because Jess Hilarious be missing shit. She's always fumbling. She always asking the same question twice. She can't even interview a reggae artist. And she ain't even that far away from New York. She doesn't have enough information. You analyze everything. And you saying that you did 2 semesters in journalism and it's a very interesting subject. They teach you to critique and analysis without assumption. You do that with my videos. All of them. Even when I do my posts, you give your comments are amazing. I look forward to hearing your shit because I'm like, V watches you watch all my shit. So, but back to SEM, I got to give you the credit right now, darling. I appreciate you. And I want people to understand, when you guys are giving people super chats and memberships, what are you getting out of it? Yeah, right? You got to think about that. Now, I know y'all getting a lot from our videos because y'all learning shit that is beyond, but it's better for me to put this in a different direction. You know, because I can fuck around and be in California because y'all like, yo, neat, you know, we doing this and doing that. And I'm in LA right now and we over there trying to hook up some dude with a girl. Anything, you know what I mean? I could go see the Green Vegan and we could make footage and y'all like, damn, Nate, I seen y'all videos, that shit is lit. Fuck a live stream. Now we could do some shit with lights, camera, action. You understand? So I think the investment is, the more people invest into me, the more and more I could create. And that's just real. Because I'm going to feel that I'm going to have to. Because you're investing. You know what I mean? So that's a big deal. So I think you appreciate that. And I hope that you learned a lot here, man. But men, you know what I mean? A lot of y'all brothers got to get it together, man. Y'all getting the wrong information, man. The wrong information. And that's just going to get you old. It's going to get you old and bitter because you ain't going to get no pussy. You ain't getting laid. You're going to be miserable. You can have all the fucking money in the world, man, but you ain't getting laid. It's finito. I don't care what you choose, man or woman. No, you ain't getting laid, ain't nothing happening. And in the straight community, it's worse because the niggas ain't fucking. They're not. Or a woman's on the bullshit, then why is he complaining about that? What man cares about the bullshit with a woman if he getting laid? Who cares? When he's not getting laid, he cares. Everything's gonna bother, he's gonna be cranky. That's why motherfuckers is cranky. There's this older, I don't care what color he is. There's this dude around my way, he has a mechanic shop. They know him as, yo, I'm gonna say his name, good dude, OG dude, always miserable. I said, you know what that nigga need? He needs some fucking pussy. He's married. I said, that don't mean nothing. A man knows a man. A man could tell when a man ain't getting laid. That nigga need a little side joint. Maybe his wife just stopped fucking him. Who knows? But clearly she's not. Clearly. You could tell when a man ain't getting laid. He's a miserable fucking bastard. He will ruin everybody and take everybody down with him. He ain't getting laid. Laid means you getting it. We don't mean that, oh, I had some ass last night. No, that means you're fucking getting it. Laid is getting paid. You had a lawsuit, goddamn nigga, I got paid. That means you made a lot of fucking money, right? But if you're like, I got a little something, that means you ain't really getting much. Well, you be like, nigga, I'm getting laid. That means you laying it down. That's what laid means. I'm laying it down. I got laid last night. That's what the fuck it mean. And when a nigga gets laid, everybody happy. They say happy wife, happy life. Ain't nothing like a nigga that got fucking laid. So ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you support. Click the like button. And again, this is something for men. Pay attention. I notice you. I notice what you niggas ain't doing. You niggas ain't going to the fucking doctor. You niggas ain't going to the motherfucking... You go to therapist, but you ain't going to get that physical. Okay? Ask the doctor, how important is a healthy sex life? Watch what he tells you. Oh, can we talk? Can you turn the phone off? Make sure you're not recording this. Let him tell you what the real deal is. Some of y'all niggas may have a female doctor. Let her tell you how important it is from a doctor perspective. That's your mental, that's your physical, that's everything. That's your heart, your blood, everything. Because when it stops, ain't nothing happening. And you as a man, you got to pump that blood all the time. The blood got to flow. When the fucking dick don't get up, that means the blood ain't flowing properly. When the dick don't get up, that means the mind ain't flowing properly. Something's wrong. So ladies, anytime a man has an issue with ejection, an issue with his erection, that problem is personal. It got nothing to do. I don't give a fuck if you put on 50,000 pounds. It got nothing to do with you. It's him. He just ain't telling you the truth, so that's why he puts it on you. Okay? He knows I know the fucking deal. Because there's no excuse. He tell you fat, or you lost your ass, so whatever, you don't turn me on. Then what does turn him on? Because if it ain't you, that's a personal problem with him. You get it? Every man gets turned on by a pussy. I don't give a fuck. A pussy got no face, so what's his fucking excuse? He better make up something quick to make you feel fucked up. Because he couldn't tell me the same goddamn thing. What he tells you, I say, nigga, get the fuck out of here, nigga. You should have told her the truth, nigga. Tell her that you got a problem. He wouldn't have had no problem if he had that blue pill. He could fuck anything. He could fuck his dog at that point. So why his dick didn't get up? You took it personal? How the fuck you take it personal as him? First sign of motherfucking old age is a failing dick. Because young men don't have that problem. You think a nigga gonna have erectile dysfunction at fucking 18, 15 years old? Yeah, unless he's 700 pounds. No fucking way for a grown man. Something's wrong. We don't know what it is, but something's wrong with him. Because y'all, remember, y'all didn't have a party. He couldn't fuck you. The end. Ladies and gentlemen, have a great night.